With the release of the Spirit Tamer Harmonie skin, I wanted to compare the in-game skin versus the concept and see which one looks better or worse. Let's find out. If you go to the shop, you will find the skin right here, the Spirit Tamer Harmonie skin for 1200 V-Bucks. Anyways, we're going to cover some of the features of the skin before I pull up the concept. So let's kind of speed run a little bit and kind of check the features, man. I love the hairstyle. I think it looks so awesome, man. The blue hairstyle kind of reminds me of Jiraiya from Naruto. If you have not seen Naruto, you know what I mean? Jiraiya is a legend. Anyways, yeah, I think she's pretty awesome, man. A lot of colors, you know what I mean, all around the skin. One feature that I absolutely love, y'all, is the face, man. Like, she has like this very stoic face, and I don't know if it's like the makeup or like I don't know, but it looks like very matte. Like her cheeks, like her face, maybe a little bit of flat. Like, and when I say that, I don't mean like in a bad way. Like, I don't know, it just looks so good, man. And the blue eyes, man, oh my goodness, she looks amazing, man. She also does have a style without the headpiece. Does she have a concept for this as well? I'm curious, but this was the concept that we're gonna cover today, so we're gonna focus on this one. Anyways, really quick, guys, she has a little chain right here with a dragon design. And yeah, overall, very colorful, man. Messing with it a lot. Enough yapping, though. We're gonna cover more of the details in the concept right now. So let me pull it up. Boom! There it is, y'all. As you can see, man. Right off the back, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty much the same, but I do see some differences. Very slight, though. They're damn near the same, which is a good thing. But let's jump into it right away, man. Yeah, I know what time it is. So first up, the one thing I noticed right off the back, actually before I get it started, keep in mind this image is upscaled to 4K by AI. It was drawn by the artist, but it was upscaled so we can actually see it. So if you see anything weird, like for example the eyes they might look a little weird or kind of smudgy, that's why. But it still looks fine. It still looks pretty good in my opinion, even far away, you know. Anyways, y'all, let's jump into it. So yeah, like I said before, the one thing that I noticed right off the back is the face. She has more of a colorful kind of like vibrant face, which is pretty nice. If I'm being honest, Sean, this is one of the few times I've said this. I actually prefer it in game. I really love this face, right? It's like a very stoic, very like peaceful, but like, you know, like she about to get down type of face, man. She like the energy she gives off from this face reminds me of June from Tekken 8. I have not played the whole series, but I started playing Tekken 8, and I think it's a phenomenal game. I love Junya. She has like this very stoic face too, and it really does remind me of her. But there's nothing wrong with the concept. It's just like, you know, it's the power of facial expressions that changes the skins, you know. Another thing that I'm noticing too is the skin tone as well. In the concept, she has more of a lighter skin tone. Maybe it's the makeup, to be honest. And in the in-game variant, it's like has a tinge of brown, a little bit more brown in the skin tone. Maybe it's tanned. But to be honest, they might be the same skin color. I don't know, because if you look at the neck, this could also be the shadow, right? But it does look a shade browner. It could be just the shadows, to be honest, but it's pretty brown though. So maybe it's not necessarily the shadows. It might just be the shadows plus the skin tone. I don't know, but yeah, regardless, the face does seem a bit more tan in the in-game variant versus the concept. Both are pretty nice though. Aside from that, honestly, you could tell like she has bigger eyes, like bigger anime eyes. And to be honest, they kind of matched it with the in-game variant. The eyes are pretty big as well. Obviously not as big as the concept. I think they're both really good. You know, usually I'm always like, man, why did they make their eyes so small? Like, I'm looking at Aphrodite. Yeah, I don't know, Aphrodite has really small, realistic eyes, as opposed to the anime variant. I made a video talking about that if you want to check that out. But it's pretty much similar in that sense here, which is pretty awesome. The hairstyle as well, she does have the similar hairstyle, except you see a lot of realism, a lot of strands on the hair, which is awesome. Obviously, because they're making them in UEFN. I don't know if it's a bug, but I think it's interesting. Like the hair kind of curves like boom, boom, boom. It was probably intentional, but it looks like a spike. In the concept, it's just straight down. Wraps around the face. You could argue that the hair might be a little longer in the concept, but they're pretty much the same. Yeah, it might be a little shorter here and a little longer here. Could also be the perspective, to be honest. But aside from that, let's cover the headrest as well. My goodness, this is such a cool little headrest, y'all. It looks so awesome. Honestly, there's a couple of differences, but nothing too crazy. For example, she does have this little gold design right here, right? It's the same thing here, but it's connected and it covers her forehead. Here, instead of that covering her forehead, it's actually replaced with this like pink and magenta kind of a lip. I'm assuming there's the lip of the beast, in my opinion. And then the teeth as well have more of a wood kind of off-white color. In the in-game variant, it's more of a grayish white. Not bad. Obviously, the concept gives it more of a grungy kind of feel with like the, you know what I mean, more realistic teeth in terms of like color. You know what's crazy? There is a pretty significant differences, but they look the same from far away. For example, like you look at the eye, right? It does have like a gold eye here. It is a little gold, but not as bright as here. Along with that, you notice the horns. The horns are a little bit more like more rounded. In the end game, it's more sharp, same just like the hair strand. You notice here, it's like boom, 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 boom. Like it kind of curves straight, then right, then up, or diagonal. And here it's just like it's kind of like a more rounded edge. You could also argue that this one is a little bit more sharp though, but it never curves like this. So that's pretty interesting. It looks more aggressive in the in-game variant. Aside from that, the hair, I don't know. I don't think it's hair, but you get what I mean. The little poofy thingy right here is on the side. It looks more realistic here as well. One thing that's very interesting, and honestly, it'll probably leave some people split. The hair in the concept seems a bit longer, and it's also kind of flowing. Like it has this very flowy, fiery kind of spirit effect. And the concept, which I really like, if I'm being honest, as opposed to the in-game variant, which is a bit more realistic. It doesn't really have that like flame effect. And yeah, if I'm being honest, I think I prefer it in the concept. The headrest in the in-game variant is nice, but if you guys don't know what I mean, let me pull up the actual Tanuki skin. For example, really quick, yeah, let's cover it. So he actually has a spirit style. You notice how it's called the possessed Hajime, but he has like this spirit form, and the hair on the concept definitely reminds me of that, if we're being honest. Like if I pull it back up, boom, there it is. It kind of gives it more of this kind of vibe where it's more flowy. Just, you know what I mean? More of a flame-like effect, which I wish they would have kept that, but it is what it is, man. I still think it looks like a great skin, but yeah, it definitely changed the vibe a little bit. Maybe in the future they'll give us a style like that. I really do hope. I don't think they will though, but yeah, what do you guys think about this difference? This is definitely a more drastic change, but it still looks good either way, man. Aside from that, we do have the earrings. They're pretty much the same as well, but interestingly enough, and the concept, it seems a bit more redder. Like it's the same color, right? Like kind of reddish pink. Seems a bit more redder as opposed to the concept, which is a bit more pinker. It could also be the shadows, but yeah, it does look a little bit more redder in my opinion. She is rocking the same little golden bead on each side. It looks a little bit more golden brown in game as opposed to the concept, which is a bit more gold. You could also even argue that this kind of looks like wood a little bit, like golden wood. But anyways, let's keep going down. You do see the neck, the turtleneck right here as well as an in-game. So yeah, this is pretty much kind of a off-white gray with a little bit of brown put into it, just a little bit. And this is more of just a straight up gray, silver gray, matte gray. Aside from that, she does have this same emblem, which can be found in the in-game variant. She does have like this dragon design, kind of reminds me of the Mayan circle a little bit, which is pretty interesting. As for the chain, It's just a piece of thread, which is, like I said, more magenta, kind of pinkish, little bit of red, and the concept is just red overall. Interesting detail. So you do notice she might have a couple more red accents. Same with the little like fabric. It's a bit more apparent. It's like pink or magenta, and the concept it's a bit more red in my opinion. But it does have hints of pink. If we zoom in enough, it does have like a little bit of pink there. So you know, maybe they might have changed their mind. I like these little poofy things here. There's lore behind this. I forgot what it was. I think it might be like a monk or something like that, or a Japanese deity. You know what I mean? I don't know, but even with the Tengu, like I definitely have seen them wear this attire, like Japanese monks, something like that. It's been a while since I did my research. Maybe I'll look it up. Anyway, yeah, I just brushed up on a little bit of this lore, yeah, because I did know about it, but it's been so long. You know, if you guys haven't noticed, my mask is a Tengu mask in the profile. If you guys seen some of the streams, you know what I mean, that's what I'm rocking. So obviously I know a little bit, but that was off the dome. I just looked it up again. So yeah, pretty much these pom-poms, they're found on Japanese Tengu attire. They're pretty much a symbolic representation of the sash worn by Yamabushi, a group of Japanese mountain ascetics with whom Tengu are often associated. So really quick, before I confuse you guys, if you guys don't know what Yamabushi is, it's pretty much a Japanese word that means one who bows down in the mountains. It refers to mountain hermits who practice Shugendo, a Japanese religion that combines Shinto, Buddhism, and folk beliefs. So pretty much, if you guys aren't aware, Tengu has, there's a lot of lore behind it, but some people believe that mountain Buddhist warrior monks, when they pass away, if they have regrets or if they have like a strong urge of rage or just some regret in life, they may be reborn as Tengu. And that's why they're rocking the same attire. I have to look more into it, but yeah, there's folklore behind that too, which I thought was pretty awesome. If you guys don't know, in some lore, Japanese Tengu are insanely skilled with the sword, and in some cases there's lore behind them actually teaching some of the most prominent figures. You know what I mean? When it comes to samurais, obviously there's all folklore. I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know if it actually be true, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome, man. But yeah, pretty much that's what it means. Yeah, it pretty much. I heard it. Each ball also represents a virtue. Which is pretty cool, man. Pretty interesting lore, man. Let me know if y'all like this little lore drop. There's way more deeper meanings behind it, but just want to share a little bit behind that. And you know what? I might as well add this in, man. Really quick. Here's an example of you know, the same little pom-poms. Obviously, there some of the attire can be more prominent and just you know what I mean, more noticeable. But there's an example. And also, really quick, I might as well share theirs, man. I always thought this was interesting. You know, some of these people that are reborn as Tengu, this is called a KROW Tengu. This is one of the most like dangerous, devious, like just demonic more versions of Tengus. It's more like a bird, and it has less thigh. And I don't know, it's just very, you know, you don't want to run into these guys, right? So the Tengu with the long nose, that's the one that has more humanistic features, and you know. And in some cases, if they continue to practice their spirituality and you know, just work on themselves, they can actually enlighten themselves to become like a Dai Tengu. So yeah, that's the ones with the red mask and all that. So I always thought that was really cool. Yeah, let me know if y'all like that. And if you guys, like I said, if my mask is literally in the profile, but I'll show you guys an image really quick of an example of what I'm talking about. Here it is, y'all. As you can see, here's an example of like of a Tengu, which has a more humanistic approach to it. But like I said, Dai Tengu is pretty much you know, this is the variant of there's the KROW Tengu, which is more evil. And obviously, if you guys don't know, they always have like these fans. Which, you know, I mean, they're like pretty much gods. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You see the pom-poms here as well, except they're red, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, they all don't have to have hair, but you can see that they have similar attire to like the Yamabushi, which I thought it was always interesting, man. But one more note, because I was checking just to make sure I got this right. Because like I said, I know a lot of this, but it's been so long because I don't I don't be teaching this, you know what I mean? But that Tengu live solitary lives on a remote mountaintop far removed from humanity. Their lives are spent in thoughtful meditation intent on perfecting themselves. So a little lore drop on myself too, yeah. Like, I don't know, something about the mask always resonated with me, man. You know, I don't know if reincarnation is real or not, but you know, maybe in a past life, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. When the first time I seen the mask, I just knew, I was like, I had to have it, man. Something about it just connected with me, man. So there's a little bit of lore, a little bit of lore for your boy, you know what I mean? Let me know if y'all like that, but maybe one day I'll go deeper, you know what I mean? But enough yapping about me, about the lore and all that. I do hope you guys enjoyed that little lore drop, you know what I mean? Because some people will just look at these pom-poms and be like, oh, they're pretty cool, they're pretty cute, you know what I mean? But there is meaning behind them, so, you know what I mean? You combine the pom-poms, you combine the little, like, the headpiece. Like, she's obviously someone that might be a leader of a tribe or a group, and, you know, practicing, I forgot what they're, I think Shinto or something like that, Buddhism, I don't know. But aside from that, enough yappage. Let's look at the vest here. I think this is pretty awesome. She does have the same little logo right there as well, along with these little like clouds. I think they look pretty cool, man. She also does have this little like puffy jacket kind of design on the arms, along with armor equipped to it, same colorway. If I'm being honest, yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of this puffy thing, because it looks like she's wearing a jacket, like a puffer jacket, except she only cut the arms and connected it to her drip. It looks a little strange, but it doesn't ruin the skin, okay? Do not get it twisted. It does not ruin the skin. I think it'd be more interesting if the armor covered all the way up here, so only the innards are like visible. But yeah, it did throw me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I would love a style without this, but like I said, it's probably padding. You know what I mean? Probably a little bit of armor for arms. But yeah, it is a little loud, but it does match the skin. She got the W belly button. She got the little like tattoo right here, little Hana tattoo looking at. It's actually black, darker, maybe darker brown. Yeah, it's definitely more black in the concept. I like how they put her little belly button here too. In the in game, it's more brown. She does have a more greenish, it's a gray, right? But it has a hint of like a small tinge of green, as opposed to the gray here. More of a gray here. Pretty nice. Same little puff balls. Also, the lips are pretty much the same, I guess. Maybe it looks a bit more vibrant in the concept. Like I said, the face here is like more matte. I don't know. I like it a lot though. Let's go down here. You got the pants. Very nice pants. I love these type of pants. You can see some of this attire being worn by the Tengu and all that. Samurai attire, you know, depending on how you look at it. It's pretty similar in design. She does have the flame effect in the game. In the concept, it seems a bit more whiter. Like it is a little bit of green, but it does have a little bit more white accents. And in the concept, it's just one color and a bit more muted. Not bad though. I like that they kept the same design. Like if you follow the flame, it goes up, curves like that, boom, curves up like that, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Pretty interesting. We go down to the boots. Okay, this is actually very, very interesting. So, in the concept, she has I think these are more like socks. This is the armor, and then this is like the wooden sandals, you know, that they wear. In game, they said, F that, we're gonna make these into shoes. If I'm being honest, I 100% prefer this over the in-game variants. And one of the reasons is because I was talking about the puff ball. One of the avatars that they wear is similar wooden sandals, except for the Tengu. It's interesting. There's only one in the middle. So like, you know how there's two, right? There's only one big block in the middle and the rest is just open. And you would think it'd be hard to walk, but I've been hearing that it's actually pretty manageable and pretty easy. Because it's like a pretty big block, so you can balance yourself. But yeah, I actually do prefer the in-game variant, in my opinion. I mean, the concept in the in-game is just a shoe. Here it's like a wooden sandal. At least that's what I'm thinking. It looks like a sock, but it could be like a small like sock shoe. I don't know, yeah. But it does seem separate. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. But yeah, man. Aside from that, hands are pretty much the same. Fingers, no what's it called? No finger paint on it. But I mean, there it is, yeah. Like I said, on the surface, it looks damn near the same, but there are quite a few differences, but nothing that's gonna break the skin. I think the skin looks awesome. You also do have the pouches, as you can see here. Pretty much the same. Like I said, once again, the string here is magenta and the concept is red. The little dot is magenta in the concept as well, which is pretty awesome. Pretty much same colorway. In the concept, it's like a little bit of yellow green on the outline. In game, it's just the same green, kind of mint green. Pretty interesting about that. But yeah, what do you guys think, man? Which one do you guys prefer? Like I said, to summarize, some of the few things that I do prefer more is the shoes and the concept and the hair. The hair is absolutely beautiful. I would have loved if they gave it like gave her like this spirit kind of form, kind of hair. But it's not bad in the concept. It gives me Super Saiyan 3 vibes. And the horns. I forgot to mention the horns. They're kind of similar, to be honest, too. They're like both pointed up, like a dragon kind of. Yeah, they cook with the skin, man. I know some people are gonna be on the fence, you know. Honestly, I like both faces. I really like the in-game variant though. She looks mad pretty. But you know, I don't blame you guys if you say you prefer the face here. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I think she looks awesome, man. I think she looks awesome in both. She looks very colorful and very like vibrant in the concept just because of the face. In this one, it looks like she's been doing it for like years now. You know, so she's like enlightened. She's the enlightened one. Here, she's the baby girls that just started. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready. Looking at here, she's like, I'll kill you if you touch my family. Now let me stop. But chat, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I thought this was pretty fun to make. And let me know if y'all enjoyed that little lore drop. Pretty fun skin, man. They gotta add your boy though. They gotta add a Tengu skin, bro. They gotta add the mask to the baby girls. But yeah, real talk though, man. I highly hope we get an edit style where they add that headpiece, but I don't think they will. And what if they added like an edit style where her face is like this? That'd be amazing. I don't think they'll ever do that, but that'd be pretty cool to see how it looks like. But anyways, man, chat, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. If you guys are enjoying the content and you want to support for free, man, please consider using my code KROW-LX. I'm going broke. Catchable live on Twitch. And if you want to go further beyond, become a Patreon member. Anyways, let me know which one you guys prefer, man, the concept or the in-game variant. I think both are pretty awesome. Damn near the same. Few differences, but they are pretty noticeable. Let me know, yeah. And who should I do next, yeah? Should I do a review on the skin? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see what happens, yeah. If enough people want it, maybe I'll consider it. It's your boy KROW. Holla at your boy. Yeah!